Miss Tourism is a private pageant organized by the Miss Tourism Foundation to promote and market the tourism of Uganda. In the first week, the participants were gathered at the zoo and we had an interview with Dr. Freeman.
Hello everyone, how are you? I'm Dr. Reginald Freeman. I am one of the instructors for Miss Tourism Uganda. And what we have come to do today at the UX Zoo is to teach these young ladies a little bit more about their history, their culture, some of the things they don't necessarily know about or find it difficult to connect with. As an American of African descent, I choose to share with them some of the things that I have learned so that they can learn. Now, there are a lot of similar things that have gone on, through history, the things that we have. We all learn from the same kind of books, the same kind of history, European history, everything else. But the small little things from time to time we find is very little talked about, and that is about the continent of Al-Kibulan. You know it as Africa, but the true name of this continent is Al-Kibulan. Now, the young ladies, they spend a lot of time getting ready for pageantry, to sell tourism. We want to make sure that they understand that everything around them, everything about them is about tourism, the people, the food, the places they go, the things they do. We as Americans, we want to know a little bit more about them so we can understand a little bit more about ourselves. Sometimes people say, hey, it takes all day to do a lot of things. You ever realize that some people don't necessarily have an automobile to travel around? They have to walk to places to get to where they need to go. So it takes them time. So if you want a 2 o'clock meeting, tell somebody you want to see them at 1. They'll be there on time. Trust me. That's how it works. So let me take you over and show you as to what we're doing with the girls today.
The girls were prepared for the pageant and debriefed on the events that would occur in the weeks to follow. In the second week, the Freemans invited us for lunch at Cafe Javas, where we all got to socialize, and Mrs. Deborah Freeman thanked Cafe Javas for being amazing partners.
Wow, I'm Dr. Deborah Freeman, one of the founders for Acnum and Bridging the Gap. I am here at Cafe Java, and you know what? I'm smelling all this good food. We are here to do some celebrations for our ministry as well as our nonprofit. But what's more exciting is that this particular place has some real good food. And the service is awesome. The people are wonderful. They are nice. They're just very respectful. They keep this place so clean you could eat off of the top of the pillows because I watched them cleaning this place down. They are definitely doing the SOPs, and I thank them for that. And I just love the respect that they have for everybody that comes in here. They have been supporting and backing us up for every event we have. They make sure that everything is done right. They make sure the tables are squared away. They make sure they support our ladies when they come through here, as well as our ministry partners and our friends. Please, Cafe Java, we're right here in the Entebbe one. This is just one of the great ones, but this one is located in Entebbe, off the Victoria Mall area. Please come on out and see Cafe Java. When you're doing your tourism tours all through this area and all through Uganda, visit Cafe Javas. Good food, good people, good time. God bless you.
We then had a sit-down interview with the former Miss Tourism who talked about her journey to Miss Tourism and had a word of advice for the current contestants.
Well, hello, my name is Komgesha Sonia, the reigning Miss Tourism Uganda, however also outgoing within about a week's time. I'm a fashion designer. You can follow me up on Sonia Culture. Yes, I do designs of any kind. Yes, so I'm not only a beauty queen, but I have a life outside being a queen. Well, I talked to you about my journey to Miss Tourism Uganda. I can assure you it was not an easy one because I ran in 2019, but as you can see, I got to become queen in 2020. But how did it happen? Well, 2019 I ran, of course, under regionals, as in Ankole. I go for auditions, and I remember I had one teaser question, I can say. It was, what are the big 5 animals? And guess what? When I was going to a contest, I was like so green. I just went there because I felt like this is something that could, bring me up in society, make me of more value. And getting there, getting to auditions, people are smart, and they had so much about tourism. Here I am, I'm so green, but I was there anyway. I had seen the opportunity and I had to grab on it. I reached there, and guess what? They asked me what are the big 5 animals. I'm like elephant, I'm like leopard, I'm like hyena. Can you imagine? That's so creepy. But anyway, I made it through the auditions. I became second runner-up, Miss Tourism Ankole in 2019. And then we had to do nationals. Of course, that was before COVID, and the things were still running. And at the national contest, there was a day called Elimination Night. Trust me, you didn't want to be in a race, and then that day that you're looking up to, yet you're so scared of, which was Elimination Night for me. I get to nationals, and that day came for me. In our arrangements or organization during national camp, the camp second runners up, then first runner ups, then the queens, because they save the best for the last, So I was always number 1 on the line, leading all that crew of 36 girls. Trust me, it's not easy. Like the first mistake, first questions, everything first comes to you. And to me, it felt like a bit of pressure, but then a stepping stone for me, because I was not that bold. I can assure you, I was not that bold. But I just wanted to do it. I felt like I needed to do it. So we get to Gulu, that's where the elimination night happened. And then they read names as the last to be read. But I felt so broken. Like, how? Oh my God, like, why? What did I do wrong? I had all these questions running in my head, and I felt like it was over for me. I remember it was so hard that I couldn't even shed a tear. I was like in shock. But after that day, I had to get home. I had to heal. I remember I took off 1 week from campus. I was not in national camp. I was not at campus. I was just in my house sleeping, waking up, eat, sleep, and that was it for me. But I took off that 1 week to heal from the heartbreak. And after the week, I resumed campus. Life moved on. And I thought that was it for me and Miss Tourism Uganda. But then 2020 came, so amidst the pandemic, the lockdown has just started being lifted. I get a call from the CEO, Miss Tourism Uganda. He tells me, Sonia, you know what? You've been selected among the 10 girls that are supposed to run again for Miss Tourism Uganda 2020. I had all these questions in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, I was eliminated in the first place. How do I even make it to the top 10 out of the 36 girls out there? I mean, there were other smarter people and people that had made it to the national camp, or perhaps the top 10 at nationals. And, in my head, I'm like, this opportunity has called unto you again. So please, you can take it. You never know where your chances lie. So I prayed about it, I remember, because it came at a very tricky moment for me. It came at a moment when I had to resume campus. I was a finalist, and that was like my last semester, so I had to balance. I had to know that this is my last semester. I have to secure my degree, or my past 2.5 years are gone, are useless. So I asked for advice here and there from my Miss Tourism mentors, from my dad and mom, from my brother, and they gave me the advice I really, really needed. So I get to camp, I get to national camp, and I meet the most, I can say, amazing team there is. The team that has groomed me to become a better queen, to learn more about society. It's I can say 2020 came with a lot of blessings for me because it gave me a bigger family, it gave me a better family where you can learn from, associate, and grow as a person. So because we grow physically, but socially, mentally, people you can seek advice from. That's what 2020 came with for me, because we go to camp. There is Papa Reginald Freeman, and there was Dr. Deborah Freeman, and oh my God, I have no words that can describe how much of a parent, or how much of a pair of parents have become for me, and a stepping stone, because they've given me an opportunity to see life differently. So I'm really, really very grateful to them, because I remember I did not expect to be queen when it came to 2020. No, I didn't. I sat there, 5 of us stand up for that camp. Reaching there, I expected the other girl to win, because I saw myself as less, however much I had healed from 2019 and the heartbreak. But I saw myself like, how will I make it with the same people I was running with? I mean, what has changed? They're still maybe smarter than me. But then I think we were judged by character, expression. Like, there are a lot of ways of communicating. Just looking at someone, you learn a lot about them. So that day came, that was on 8th of November 2020. They read the Miss Heritage, they read the Miss Culture, they read the second runner-up, and then were 2 left. And guess what I was doing? I was telling my other person, congratulations, because I knew maybe she was already queen. I felt like I was going to become the first runner-up. So to me, being read out as Miss Tourism Uganda 2020, it shook me, it gave me goosebumps. I was excited, I had a lot of feelings, like mixed emotions. My dad was in the crowd, he jumped. I was like, oh my God. That feeling of your parent has expressed how proud they are of you. I mean, not giving up on your dream at the end of the day, and then seeing you achieve what you've been fighting for. It is really a very great experience. So I was shaking. I couldn't hold myself. Someone had to come and, hold me and give me that feel of, yes, it's you they just read as Miss Tourism Uganda 2020. I was really, really so happy, so grateful. And being a queen has taught me a lot. It has given me social status, I can say, social capital, because it is not easy out there to, stand out in society. So when you're given an opportunity like this, I mean, I can assure you it's thrilling to be in my shoes right now. And what I can say is I have a family, I have made a family that I can always run to seek advice, to ask about something and know better, to learn, an environment that cares for community, a team that supports you, because I feel like I'm not alone. So Mr. Big Sam, Papa and Mama Reginald Freeman, I am so grateful. Our driver, Mr. David, I don't know how I can say thank you, because this is an amazing team. Mr. Noah, Gloria Freeman, that has been the best team for me. And Miss Tourism Uganda, I'm very, very grateful for this platform, because I can say I have grown, and I'll forever be humbled and grateful and indebted to you as Miss Tourism for giving me this opportunity to change lives as I had already wished. That was my dream as I came from Miss Tourism Uganda, and I believe with the little or much I have done as a reigning queen, I feel like it has been worth it for me. And what I can say to my queens, the contestants running this year Miss Tourism Uganda 2020, I can say this is a journey. Embrace it, because when you came for this journey, you loved it. So I don't want your love to burn out, because at the end of the day, you have to keep focused to the end goal. So keep courageous. You're not going to know who is going to become queen, So believe that you can become queen. Believe in yourselves, because if you believe in yourself, that is going to give us confidence and, the zeal to also believe in you. Trust that you can be the next title holder for Miss Tourism Uganda. And like we always say in Miss Tourism or in all beauty pageants, we say, once a queen, you stay a queen. So I'm not saying I'm never going to be a queen. Yes, I stay a queen. And to my blessings that are out there in the race, you're amazing. Just believe it, achieve it, because proclaim it. You're going to have it. So success, and may the best girl win. Thank you so much.
As corporate social responsibility, the Miss Tourism directors decided to give back to the Cafe Java's Entebbe employees as a thank you for the good work they do. On the final day, we gathered at Arena Hotel. The pageant was held here, and the contestants went through a variety of challenges, showcased their talents, danced, and performed until a winner was chosen. The night came to an end. The winner, Susan Kahunde, was selected the new Miss Tourism 2021. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Kenganda on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.